All right, so we're going to look at the 4 levels that we need to actually look at in order to determine where we're at and where we need to climb to. So the lowest level is the implementation level. Now, what is the implementation level? That simply means when you're using your time and your muscles, right? So it doesn't matter if you own your own job or if you are working for Taco Bell, you still have to use your own time and muscles. So anywhere between minimum wage to $80,000 is made when you're at this lowest level. So most people feel stuck. You're either working hard and not getting ahead, and oftentimes you may work even harder and you feel like you're going backwards. You may be a teacher, you may be a salesman, you may be a trash truck driver, you may work at a fast food restaurant, and it's common. I have a solution for you to help you get out of that rut. Now, this isn't just a typical video. This is information that I've learned from a mentor of mine. His name is Myron Goldman. I don't know him personally, but I love to watch his video. I'm going to pretty much replicate a video that he has done, and I want to show it to our viewers here as traders. I want you to know that there are ways to get out of that rat race, to get you ahead. And I'm not going to just talk about trading. I'm going to talk about other things that you personally can implement and how you can get out of that rat race, guys. Just stick with me, guys. Let's go ahead and deep dive into it. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 10, and it reads, if the iron is blunt, meaning if it's dull, you can talk about an axe or a tool, and one does not sharpen the edge, he must use more strength. But wisdom helps one to succeed. So what that is talking about is that using a dull axe requires great strength, so sharpen the blade. That makes absolute sense, right? So if you're chopping a tree down with a dull axe, you're going to have to use more force, more energy in order to chop that tree down than if you were to sharpen that blade and chop it down with less effort. That's exactly what we do when we're working our 9-to-5 jobs. Now, if you love your 9-to-5 job, if you're a teacher, if you are a nurse, a doctor, or anything of that nature, and you love it, then this isn't for you. This is for people who do not love their jobs, who are looking for a way out and just don't understand what they need to do. So we're talking about working smarter and not harder. Now, hard work is great. It helps build character. I think hard work is fantastic. You want to build character. You want to know what hard work is, but why work hard of something that doesn't work for you in the first place? Where if you're working a 9-to-5 job and you don't like it, but you're working harder at it, it doesn't make sense. It's just like you are in a boat with a hole in it. The boat is sinking, so you have a bucket and you're throwing water out and you do it even faster and faster, the boat is still going to sink, right? So it's kind of like that concept. We're going to talk about 4 levels of working and how you can get to the 4th level and start making more money than the lowest level. So I have a visual aid I want you guys to look at. All right, so we're going to look at the 4 levels that we need to actually look at in order to determine where we're at and where we need to climb to. So the lowest level is the implementation level. Now, what is the implementation level? That simply means when you're using your time and your muscles, right? So it doesn't matter if you own your own job or if you are working for Taco Bell, you still have to use your own time and muscles. So anywhere between minimum wage to $80,000 is made when you're at this lowest level. So this can be someone who is working at Taco Bell or someone who is working construction or a roofer or something like that, right? You're still using your muscles over time. Now, the bad thing about this is that we're using something that is limited, like time, because we're only working 8, 9, 10 hours a day, whatever your boss allows you to do, and trying to make unlimited resources such as money. You can't do that. That's the wrong ingredient, right? So the second level here is unification. Now, what is unification? Unification is your management skills, okay? So now you're no longer making tacos, you're managing the person making tacos, and sometimes you still have to make tacos, okay? So with this particular skill, you can typically make anywhere between $40,000 to about $150,000. Now, these 2 levels are capped. So when your time runs out and your boss says you're done for the day, that's all you're making. You know, you can work overtime, but you're still putting your physical ability, your muscles into it. Now, there's nothing wrong with hard work. I want to be able to explain to you that nothing wrong with hard work. It actually builds character. Hard work is actually something that we all need to do. We're just saying that you need to sharpen your iron so that that hard work can become easier. Just like in Ecclesiastes 10 and 10, okay? The one problem of the second level, if you're making $150,000 a year, maybe $200,000 a year, the company wants you to know that they own you, right? They're not paying you that much money to go to your kid's soccer game. Okay, so this is the problem at working at either the lowest level or the second level. Now, I want to be the first one to tell you that if you love your 9-to-5 job, this video isn't for you, because there are jobs that people actually love and they're really great at it. Okay. So if you enjoy that and if you're okay with the money that you're making, I want you to continue to do that. That is the definition of success when you enjoy something that you love. But if you don't, this video is specifically for you. So we're trying to figure out how can we take a limited resource that we have, time, and make unlimited money. So at the lowest level and the second level, you can still be wealthy. If you're making $150,000 a year, you can still be wealthy, but it's not based on how much money you're making. It's what you do with that money. You can save that money. You can invest that money and you can become wealthy. However, you're still putting a lot of work and you're still not sharpening that iron. So you can be wealthy at this lowest level and second level, but it's not based on how much money you're making a year. It's based on what you're doing with that money. All right, so level 3 is communication. You guys probably wouldn't have thought about that, but what is communication? Using your mouth, maybe writing skills, etc. So how can you make money using communication, your mouth, writing skills, whatever? Around this level here, you can make about $100,000 to hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? Now you can be a salesperson working on cars. You can use your mouth and sell cars and make $100,000 a year, or you can sell insurance. Or you can be an A-list actor or an A-list singer making millions of dollars a year, but you're still using your mouth and your time in order to do that. Now, you can actually build wealth from this using your communication, your writing skills, and this separates that third level from the second and lowest level. You can be a real estate agent and make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, or millions of dollars, right? So communication is key to that gap. Another example here is that you can write a book, for example, and you can be an A-list writer. You can have it on Amazon and all these other things. When you write that book, it's something that you have done. You can have it be sold and not even think about it or touch it anymore. Okay. There are authors who have written books and making $30,000, $50,000 a month doing past work that they've done already, residual income. Right. So this is sharpening that iron that we talked about in Ecclesiastes 10 and 10. Sharpening that iron, just thinking a little bit different, putting more time and money in something like that than your 9 to 5 that has a cap. So instead of fighting for increased minimum wage, something that you probably don't want to be or do for the rest of your life, maybe fighting or putting that effort into communication or writing or using your mouth, becoming a speaker is something that you're really good at. This is the gap here, especially in 2023, 2024. This era, writing and communication, you see more than any in the past, and you can make millions of dollars depending on your creativity. Now, the highest level is mind and money to make money. And this is guided by imagination. So we're using our mind and our money to make wealth. Now, on the highest level, on the low end, you're making about $1 million to the sky is the limit. So I'm going to explain the highest level in just a moment, but I want you guys to understand from lowest level to second level is when maybe someone telling you what to do. You can even own your own business, right? You can be a doctor, you can be a nurse and make a lot of money. You can own your own construction company, but you're still only guided based on what someone has told you to do. Like if you have a customer and you're a roofing contractor, you are only limited to what the customer is going to pay you. And when you're done with the job, that's it. Or you can even work harder and work faster and make the same amount of money, but it doesn't matter how hard you work, you only have a certain amount of time to do it. So with the highest level, you're using your mind and imagination. I'm going to explain to you what I mean. Even with trading, you can trade, and I'm going to use me as an example, myself in Kenya. We trade, we make money, we were profitable, we shared our tools and resources for free for years before we even opened an academy. Someone guided us and told us, hey, since you can't really get to everyone who is asking for help, why don't you just build an academy? We thought on it for about a year and then we moved on it. When we moved on it, we started to make additional income from the academy. We started posting things on YouTube. We started creating strategies and books and things like that, sold on Amazon and even on our website. But these are some things additional that used our mind and our imagination to help us build more wealth. So that's that sharpening iron concept, rather than working hard and maybe only trading. So you want to start using your mind and your imagination for things that you are already good at. Determine what you're really good at and just be creative. Kenya brought a good example to me. She said that if you find an answer to a problem, you will always make money. And that is absolutely true. Find an answer to someone's problem and you will make money. Every single thing that you see that a lot of people maybe complain about, or they're wondering what's going on or how can I make this better? If you can create something for that, you will make money. And you want to define what your gift is. Everyone has a gift, right? Even if you think it's silly, playing games to knowing math to trading to whatever it is, you want to find a solution to the problem. And you can always turn something into something different. So if you're an excellent trader, find something that can help someone become an excellent trader, right? Use your abilities, maybe write or communicate, write a book or something, whatever it is, guys. So the sky is the limit when it comes to that. So here are two things that is going to take you from the lowest level to the highest level. Very simple. And I'm going to leave you with this. All right. So the first one here is effectiveness. Effectiveness, meaning I can increase my effort. Now, this is what most people do, right? When you're working your job, you can increase effort. You can continue to do more. If you're a nurse, even if you own your own business, you can work harder and make a little bit of money. The only problem with that is time. How much time do you have to spend in order to make money? It's going to eventually wear you out, make you tired, and you won't be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Now, effectiveness, why keep going back to that? That's the lower levels. Now, does it make sense to work harder on something that's just not working? No, not at all. So that leads me to the second one, which is efficiency. So what do I mean by efficiency? I make sure that each measure of input that I invest in something, I put my time into it, gives me a greater output. Just like that book, for example. If I know that someone needs something and I decide to put it in a book as a writer, right? And I know that it's a great need, I'm solving a problem, then I will sharpen my axe by putting that in a book, put as much time as I want into it, put it out to the public, and let that continue to make residual income. Even if you start to make $5 a day, that's more than what you were making prior with not doing any more work at all, right? So you're making residual income by allowing your product to make money for you, and people can go and look at it anytime they want. Now you can market it and do things like that to get more eyes onto your product, which means more time into that business. However, you are putting out something that you've done in the past and you no longer have to do at all, right? So there are people who are making books and products that continues to make residual income time after time. So efficiency is what you need to focus on. Finding an answer to someone's problem, that is the key ingredient to working smarter and not harder. Now remember, hard work is ideal to build character. It builds me up personally, something that I must need. However, you don't want to work harder than you need to. Now, guys, I can go on and on with this topic, but I just wanted to give you a snippet. I didn't want this video to be long and drawn out, but I wanted to give you some tools and some words of encouragement to let you know that you can do it as well. Let me know what you're good at, or if you don't know what you're good at, let me know of a problem that you continually come across that you wish that there was a solution to. And then we can decide and talk about how you can find the solution to that problem. It can be anything. So guys, I'm going to end it with that. I will see you in the next video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, share this video for someone who may need this encouragement. And I will see you in the next video. God bless.